update going on over here? Round
we
one.
We finished our pasta. We're already good. We're working on our watermelon smoothie.
Ooh. Hey, what are you up to over here?
Got some goggles there for the onion.
Be careful with that knife. We have a lot of cutting to do, so we're just chopping away.
So we're checking in again. Now they're apparently 3/4 of the way done with round one. What do you think? What are you up to?
I'm feeling good about this. I didn't know exactly how it turned out at first, but I mean, we have some. Is that the office?
Yeah.
Dude, props. We got the office on our team. We won.
Quick eye check. It does not seem that he's crying too bad. He is now he is.
Start crying.
I started bawling.
Yes, he did.
I started bawling.
Well, the next time we will see you is when they're done cooking.
So our dish. So we wanted to add a freshman cake to a summer pasta salad. So we did a watermelon pasta salad with feta cheese and basil.
And to wash it down, we have a nice, cool watermelon peach smoothie for you all. Yeah,
It smells pretty good, actually.
just as a quick reminder, my input, I won't be saying anything because my opinion does not matter. Well, it matters, just not.
It's not going to be tallied in the
Yes.
score. It's important. Yes, that's right.
Watermelon pasta salad?
There's some uncertainty in the chat. Can I ask questions too or no?
No, I don't think so.
I'm talking to the host right here. Riley, can I ask questions too or no?
No.
No, this is okay.
Would you like to go first, Andrew?
Sure. I'm not a big fan of the feta cheese.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't even tried this yet. Hold on.
Yeah, it's watermelon.
This is pretty good. I'm not really sure about the feta cheese, so. Okay. Noodles are pretty good. Watermelon is, of course, pretty good. Yeah, it's good.
I love it. Really, really like it. I probably would have gone with a milder cheese.
Okay.
Like a mozzarella. Because feta it's got a little bite to it. But together, I mean, the feta, it has a little bit of sourness to it, and the watermelon has a little bit of sweet. So there's kind of this balance thing going on. I like the flavor of this. Maybe not the consistency so much. I thought the watermelon was very good. When I was expecting a pasta dish, for some reason I had envisioned
Orzo?
Yes, I had envisioned that, but it still is very creative. Basil?
Is it garnish?
It's just a little strong flavored for me. It kind of overtook the dish. The basil? The basil did. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good dish. I agree with what Judge Shelley said. I think the flavor is really good, and that's very creative to put in the watermelon in both dishes. Extra points there, extra thoughts for that. That was really good.
I think I would have liked it a little better if maybe it was more slushy, like either had ice in it,
Yeah.
or something like that. But yet the flavor was fantastic. So kudos,
Thank
nice
you
job.
so very much.
Thank you so much. We look forward to serving you in the next round.
This is your pasta
Bonjour. Bonjour, Madame and Monsieur.
Did you mean bonjour?
Wow.
No, I meant bonjour.
That looks phenomenal.
Oh, nice. Lovely. Isn't that lovely? Water.
Budget round. We chose to focus more on the meal itself instead of the beverage, just to make sure we get all the flavors out of the meal. You ready, judges? Wait before you take a bite.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Oops.
Close your eyes.
Close our eyes.
Okay.
I
The
don't know
breeze
what's
is
coming.
flowing through your hair. You're on a beachside in Italy, in Italia.
Wow.
Always goes back to Italia.
The waiter comes up at your beachside. You got your little favorite drink on your right.
What does he look like?
He looks like Antonio Banderas. He hands you this delicious plate of
Pasta.
Open your eyes. You are now eating that pasta salad
Wow.
straight from Italia. Why don't we talk about our methodology here? You can start eating now.
Stupefacente d'Italia, as we like to call it.
In Italy.
Cucumbers.
Right, the freshest cucumbers.
$3.
$3?
It's better anyway.
The freshest cucumbers.
Only-
And to tie it all together, our key ingredient is the watermelon cubes that just scream summer.
Pop out at you,
Wow.
like the Italian countryside.
Is there some sort of dressing or something?
There is actually, and we have a
Our
little bit.
finest Italian dressing.
Right, and we highly recommend.
Is that dressing store-bought or homemade?
It's store bought, but we trust our good friends at every Essential Every Day to make better salad dressing than you can imagine. So, if you want to try putting a little bit on there, I highly recommend it.
Very flavorful dish.
I agree.
It's beautiful with its color.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the freshness of all the different things. I really enjoyed this.
Thank you very much, Judge.
How did you feel about the onions?
Onions were really strong for me, but I enjoyed the flavor.
I think you might have done better than Olive Garden here.
That is high praise.
Not to offend Olive Garden.
The
Olive Garden
only
is
thing that
essential.
I don't like about this dish is that the noodles fall off the fork pretty easy.
I love that. Well, I've eaten so many of my vegetables, but I like that it was very colorful in the presentation. I love the freshness of the vegetables.
Can we get opinions? We bought those. So the thing we bought was olives. We chose to leave out the olives because we replaced it with the watermelon.
What kind of olives? What color?
They were black olives.
Black olives. Do you think they would have added or subtracted?
I think they were taken away.
They would have made it a little more saltier, I think.
Okay.
I'm not an olive fan.
Neither am I.
So I kind of like the different flavor of the sweet in there.
This was a fantastic budget room.
It really was.
Wow.
Thank you.
No
Good job.
disappointments here.
I can't wait for what's up next.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Just to be clear, the judges will be scoring out of 10 on the presentation / organization of the plate, out of 20 for taste, and out of 5 for meeting their requirements. And the total scores will be added up, and we'll keep a tally after each round, and the team at the end of the competition with the most points wins this year's grocery games. Judge Andrew, what did you think of the first dish?
So I gave the presentation and organization of the plate a 9 out of 10. It was decent. It was fine.
Okay.
The taste, I was not too impressed. I gave it an 8.1. And then the requirements, I gave it a 5.5 because they used watermelon in both dishes, or the smoothie and the meal. In total, that would be a 22.6 out of 35.
Judge Shelley, what did you think of the first meal?
I overall really liked it. I thought it was highly creative. I gave it a 9 out of 10 for the organization of the plate. I thought it was very appealing. And for taste, I gave it a 17 out of 20. And again, it's because I thought the uniqueness of the flavors, like it wasn't your typical pasta, for sure. And the cheese in there was kind of a surprise. So, but I liked all the uniqueness of those flavors together. And I gave it also a 5 out of 5 for meeting all the requirements. So my total is a pretty high 31.
I enjoyed the first dish. I thought the presentation was very nice. I liked the idea of the smoothie on the side. The organization of the plate looked great. I mean, as far as in it, but I was looking for a little more pasta in a pasta dish. The risotto, isn't that what it's called? Risotto? Was a light little touch to it, but
There was a lot in my dish, but like, it didn't
do the same.
It was a
pasta
small
dish.
pasta.
Right.
So I gave it an 8 out of 10 for the presentation piece. The taste, I gave it a 13 out of 20, simply for the not having the noodles, and then I personally did not care for the basil.
Right, and I did not like the feta cheese or the basil as well.
But you love basil.
I
so
love
it really works for
basil.
Judge Shelley.
I like the cheese, although like I said, I would have gone a little milder.
This is the requirements was the watermelon. I gave them extra credit, an extra point for both the smoothie and for their deal. So
That's fair.
So they ended up with 7 points. My final score was 28 points for their Hold the L. And combining all three of our scores, Hold the L ended up with 81.6 for their score.
Okay, Judge Andrew, what did you think of the other team, or the Pride of Italy?
I was in love with this dish. It was phenomenal. As I said earlier, it might have been better than Olive Garden, and they have really good pasta there. So for their presentation, I liked their background and stuff. It was great. I gave it a 9.9. For the taste, I really loved it. I also gave that a 19.9 out of 20. And then the requirements, it filled all the requirements, like special to it, 5 out of 5. So in total, that is a 34.8 out of 35.
Holy cow. Judge Shelley, what did you think of the first dish for that team?
I thought it was overall very good. As I had told the chefs, for my taste, there was a little more pasta in there than I would have liked to have had. But I love that they used a variety of fresh vegetables, and I'm glad that they held the olives. And in terms of presentation and appearance, I think that it was nice. It didn't quite wow me quite so much because I did like the garnish with the other team. So I gave them an 8 out of 10 for presentation. For taste, I gave them a 16 out of 20. If there wasn't kind of the uniqueness that I felt the first team had, bottled Italian dressing, I think one of those chefs could have come up with a homemade Italian vinaigrette, but he didn't, so that's why I gave them a 16 out of 20. And for requirements, 4 out of 5. Again, I wanted to give a little bit extra recognition to the first team because they came up with a unique drink to have with our meal, and we had water. So the total score that I gave them was 28 points.
I was very similar in my scoring as you were in a couple places, but I thought that their presentation with all the colors and all the freshness was beautiful. So I gave them a 9 out of 10. Their taste, it was a little oniony for me, and then one of the peppers was real something.
Yeah.
But I liked the pasta. I actually enjoyed seeing the pasta, and it was beautiful. So it tasted good. I agree with the whole Italian dressing thing. It just wasn't quite as strong, or didn't have.
Right.
What did you think of this?
Yeah, I felt like it should have had a little more of a kick to neutralize the onion, maybe.
Yeah.
But the onion is still very good.
Yeah. And so then the requirements, I gave them 4 out of 5 because they did cut some watermelon up and have it in the dish. However, I thought the other team was very, very creative, putting both watermelon in both the drinks. So they ended up with a 29.
They got a 91.8.
Ooh, so that's
10 points ahead, or 10.2 points ahead.
Well, this is just the one round, so they won the first round.
10.2 points ahead, heading into the second round.